owe the humans. I spent the last 4 years building quant systems and training others to do so. So 2025 is about replicating that success, but with AI agents doing it instead of me. I'll release a paper in 2026. I hope, at least. Unless the AI agent is writing for me, dude. I don't know. But at the end of the day, I have so many agents that I want to build, that I need to build, that I'm just going to keep building. And I'm going to keep shipping. And every day, I'm going to have a new idea or update to my old agents, or maybe I won't even build an agent, but dude, every single day.
Hey, dickhead, get your mind right. Don't preach to me about my perky habit, bitch. This is my life.
Every single day. I ship, bro. I ship. So we're gonna keep shipping, and today to build a few different things. Well, I don't know how many I'm gonna, but I want this funding rate agent. I think that's very interesting, since I do have all of the funding rate data. A whale agent based off of the open interest, but the funding is another one of those pieces, those tricks that you're able to get as a coder that, you know, traders aren't really looking at. Sure, they could be definitely, but it's kind of hard to track, and it's hard to pull the alpha out of it if you're not using code. So that's just my opinion, of course. But you could read through this, read me, and understand everything I'm working on. It's all here. All the code that I produce today will be all here. We've built a trading agent, a strategy agent, a risk agent, a copy bot agent, a whale agent, a sentiment agent, a listing arbitrage agent, and a focus agent. Speaking of that focus agent, where is she? Because she needs to be on right now. That is freaking fire, dude. Where's she at? She's right here. Okay. So you can see focus agent is shut down. He is back. What does the focus do for me? What does it do for you? Well, it does a couple things, dude. Number one, it cost me about just a month, so nothing crazy to keep me focused. Random samples of this all day long. It says, hey, Moondev, focus, or I need you to be an 8 out of focus at all times, or else I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something. Hopefully you don't hear it today, but if you hear it, that's her. I've also got the whale agent running here. So the way I look at this is I'm going to build these all out to be voice agents now, because I know a lot of people aren't ever going to automate their trading, and that's fine. That's what I do. I'm an algorithmic trader, dude. So I'm going to build these out to all be voice agents, because if they're voice agents, then it's pretty easy for me to add in the buying and selling. Matter of fact, the trading agent already has the buying and selling. All of this is free on the GitHub, dude. How do you get the GitHub? You could Google it, bro. Or you could just go to moondev.com and get the roadmap too, dude. The roadmap's where I show you everything. It's all free here, dude. I believe code's a great equalizer. I believe if you learn how to code, you could build for the rest of your life. So you can see I got a couple agents running here, the focus agents, and then also the whale agent. Very, very nice. Moondev will get you to the roadmap and also the GitHub. Just hit star to save it to your, and then fork in order to copy the code and get it saved to your GitHub without doing anything else. Super sick. Those are the two things I know how to do on GitHub. I also know how to upload the code. I'll show you that throughout. I was intimidated, scared. Yes, I was scared. I was scared. I was scared to get Hufflepuff, dude. It is what it is. That's Loki. Ask Kyle Road. Let's go. Let's keep it pushing. I want to be scared every single day. Okay? That's all. I want to have goals that are too big for me to hit. 441. That started at today's API every day. AI credits. Yes, I'm trying to spend AI credits, dude, because that means I'm really working. I know I yap a lot, so I'm trying to not yap anymore. You understand what I'm working on today. Essentially, I'm building out these agents, and I think a safe, friendly way for me to do this every day is to build the agents for voice. And I think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to build for voice. And, on the back end, I can implement the trade stuff pretty easily. And if your interest as well, then you could do that as well. But be careful out there, dude. Don't use too much leverage. Oh my God, we've seen some crazy leverage position liquidated in the last couple of days. I saw a $24 million Ethereum get liquidated. Crazy. 4.29 million whiff, and that's pretty big for a altcoin or whatever. Anyways, as I'm building in public now and like giving all this code away, it scares me a little bit to give all of these trading bots to everybody in the world, because I don't want you to think you can just run them and make a bunch of money, dudes. So please read the disclaimers that nobody's ever going to give you a profitable bot. So I think I'm going to build for voice for a while now. I just don't want you to think that this is easy. It's not, dude. It's not easy. It's not easy, dude. So I'm going to build for voice today. And maybe for the next few, when I see it applicable, I think it's always going to be applicable actually, because essentially if I get all of the data and the algorithm right to say the voice on at the right time, well, that's going to be good for me, of course. And then if you're still trading by hand, that's actually useful for a hand trader as well. So I wouldn't do that, dude, but if that's you, that's fine. I have to prove my stuff in the past before I run it in the future. Just a risk step that I take. So that's my RB work, dude. Research, back test, prove that it works in the past. If it works in the past, it might work in the future. That's going to save you so much money and so much time and so much life and happiness, bro. So please keep stepping on the gas, but prove that your system works before you run it, before you put your soldiers behind it. A true leader will only bring troops to battle if he knows they will win. So you've read the hypothesis, you kind of know the vision, you have access to the GitHub where I'll be working today. You know how to star it, to bookmark it. You know how to fork it, to copy it. You know where we're sitting here today, 441 out of 1,000. Ideally, I get to 641. You know, building today. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and route really quickly. Cursor. Go to our agent. Say, hey, we're gonna make an agent today. What's its name gonna be? Funding agent.py. Okay, so let's go and talk about it. We can be about it. I'm gonna hit a new composer on them. Okay, so API and let's grab the funding rate for. Let's grab the funding rate data, and this will essentially be an AI agent that, if you look at my, if you look at my whale agent, we're going to build something like that, but for the fund. So pretty much whale agent and the API.py, and then let's do that for the funding rate, historical funding rates. Okay, dope. So now I'm going to say at API, okay, and then I'm also going to say at whale agent, just so she knows, build here at funding agent. Okay, dude, let's go ahead and get it. Wow, so easy. I could have started like 18 hours ago. I've been awake 5, dude. I've been awake for a long time. Not a long time, but a couple hours. Alexa's hitting the slopes today. That looks pretty fire, dude. That looks pretty fun. Dude, optimized for fun. That just looks fun. Fastest llama model inference in the cloud. So now let's create the funding agent that will monitor funding rates. I hope you create a funding agent similar to the whale agent structure. First, let's add the funding rate functionality to your API class and then build the funding agent. Whoa. I thought I had it already. I'm gonna say accept, but I think that I'm gonna have to change this a little bit, but that's okay.
Yeah. Why they acting like they working? Why they acting like they working? They don't even put the work in. Yeah.
That would be okay with me, dude. Okay, so you can see here the check interval. We're using Shimmer. Who are the other names that we can use? Because I want different people on each of these. How about Fable? Let's throw Fable in there for now. People on each of these. Uh, let's see here. Save. Save these. Save. All right, so Frank the funding agent. I love it. I love it. Frank the funding agent. That's so good. Frank is the lady's voice. I'm gonna name her Fran. Fran. Yeah, I like Fran. I like Fran better. Fran the funding agent because be a lady. So all right, so let's go ahead and I'm gonna go here because I gotta get on my server, my server thing. Because I gotta make sure that API or yeah, the API call is correct. Exactly. Gotta make sure it's calling it correctly. So connect to host here and then the password. Okay. Let's go ahead. Open the folder up. Okay. And on the API, config, server, utils. Here's the actual server code. Above is the server code. Make sure that you set it correctly. Make sure that you set it up correctly. Correctly. I'm rejecting that. I'm just gonna run this sentence. Okay. Funding history here. And on my API here,
Moondev's funding monitor start Bitcoin 0.99 and Ethereum 0.14 per 8 hours. Annual rates are 10% for and 63% Ethereum.
I mean, this is chill, bro. This is what I wanted.
Focused. All distractions are not as your purpose.
See, I focused, dude. My fidget, he over my head, dude. He said I'm not, but I feel focused. Feel focused. What he scored me, dude. He gave me out of 10. He says focus. All things are not as important as thank you, dude. Thank you. Focus. Okay, feel focused, but F that guy. I love him, but on my head for no reason. I'm locked. Okay, so Ethan, annual BTC. So inside of my server on my right, I got you on my right side. Funding. See that we get all of the rates. What I want to store all the rates that we from the, as it might go, I call essentially the API to store all of the rates that, because it might go lower or.
You know, it's something that truly exists in all of us. It's very, I believe, and willing to die.
I'm willing to die. Period. Period, dude. Period. So I'm gonna get up in here and add this here, the funding script. This will be okay. Screen ls. Screen R. Funding. I love this game, bro. I love this game. I love it. 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 I love it, dude. I love this game. Why? Just gonna think of ideas all. I just get to think of ideas all day, dude, and then I get to execute today or the current day or today or whatever. It doesn't matter. I just life that way. And every day at 8 a.m. I'll be back, dude. I'll be until then I'm not, and then I come back, and then I'm here, and then I'm not. But I boss nothing like that. I wake up at 4 more. I wake up 10 a.m. No way. I've never been 10, dude. Day to dawn. I can't sleep 10 a.m. Yeah. Go to bed 2 a.m. 2 plus 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 8 hours, dude. 8 hours is the only thing. 8 isn't a lot of water. Hours is a lot of water. That's it, dude. Oh man, I've been dark for while now, huh? My bad. It's okay. I have to give you time. I need you to read that slow. We're back now. So now let me update the funding agent to handle multiple symbols in their thresholds. Okay. Just broke it. Just broke the server. Don't worry about it, dude. Interesting. Okay. It looks like I was trying to add a new token to watch on the funding rate. But it's not fucking with me. No way. No way, dude. You know that. Maybe I'm just looking at the symbol wrong. Got it now. Alright, sick. There we go. There's more now. Okay, sick. Now let's rerun this. And just gonna delete this. Just gonna delete that. Timeline here. Store contents. All right. So we got this. We got this.
Moondev's funding monitor starting up. Current rates are Bitcoin at 0.0010.
Okay, okay. Funding agent here. Please update our funding agent to save all of the symbols and data, because you can see there are multiple symbols here. We should also have a constant at the top of this that's called tracked, and while the data will be grabbing all of the tokens from the
Imagine you had
API.
everything you wanted. Everything. Imagine you were everything you ever wanted to be. And capture that feeling. That's the easiest way to manifest what you want.
Announce and print anything about the tokens in that constant list called tokens. Symbols. Okay, so I I messed up the old composer. Long story short, I had to set it back. I had to set it back. So this is a cool little thing, this timeline thing, dude. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. It really helps me out. Cause where you're using AI, you're flying through and you're working, and then you're like, damn, dude, it doesn't work anymore. What do I do? Why doesn't this work anymore? I don't know. I don't know why, dude. So I just go back. I just go back to where I was and just keep pushing, dude. Just keep it pushing. Just go back. Let's just head back. Head back to the times. Head back to good old times. Say accept here. Let's just test this out here and say BTC for now. Yes. Okay, let's go ahead and run it. Bug. Current funding rates error. Okay, I noticed there's a bug in the code. We're getting an error symbol, which suggests there's a mismatch between the data structure that we're expecting and what we're receiving. See the issue, the API is returning data in different formats.
Current rates are BTC at 0.11%, 11.0% annual.
I only want the agent to alert us the annual percentage. What happened to the Anthropic? Um, I'm not sure. Maybe I hit my limit or something. I don't think anything happened. I got ballots. I don't think. Uh, you hit support though. Hit support. Hit support. So, all right. Current funding rates here. Okay, let's go ahead and say accept here.
Current rates are BTC at 20%, 10.9% annual.
I'm talking about the voice part where it says the current rates. It should only say the annual, not both of them.
Current rates are BTC annualized rate is 11.0%.
Current rates.
AO Moon Dev BTC annualized funding rate is 10.9%. AO Moon Dev BTC annualized funding rate is 11. Moondev BTC annualized funding rate is 10.9%.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I just want to have fun. Just let me have fun, dude. Oh my goodness. All right, so now she's gonna let me know. Let me know, but let's see if it works for multiple. ETH. So, all right, let's.
AO Moondev BTC annualized funding rate is 10.9%. ETH annualized funding rate is 16.4%.
Excuse me.
AO Moondev BTC annualized funding rate is 11.0%. ETH annualized.
You can see that it has three coins in the list, tokens in the list, and it only says two of them. It should say all of them that are in the list. So if there's one, it'll
I'm not
only say
negotiating
one.
with
If there's
myself.
five, it'll
Yeah.
say
The
five.
deal was already made. The deal was made when I set out at the beginning of the summer and said, this is the training plan I'm doing. I signed that contract with myself. I'm doing it. You know, throughout that process, you'll start talking to yourself like, man, I think I need to, maybe if we, nope. No. This is
No
non-negotiable.
negotiate, yeah.
AO Moondev BTC annualized funding rate is 11.0%. ETH annualized funding rate is 16.5%.
Probably Mala Mia, dude. Probably Mala Mia, dude. Let's go ahead and delete that.
AO Moondev BTC annualized funding rate is 10.9%. ETH annualized
above is the literal CSV that updates every few seconds on the server, so you can see how the data is pulled in from the API. But the current problem I'm having is that it's not saving all the data to the funding history.csv, so it's not able to say anything about the Solana data because it's not able to find the Solana data. You can see funding history.csv. Funding history.csv. Okay. And then we got the fund here. Then we also API. And then let's run it.
AO Moondev BTC annual funding rate is 11.0%. ETH annualized funding rate is 16.5%.
Yo, we can literally do anything. It's funny, bro. It's like, okay, let me just throw this in the AI. Let me throw this. Let me throw this. See what you could cook, dude. What you got? What you got, cousin? Let's cook. Let's cook all day. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we, dude? Why wouldn't I run up this AI? I don't know. Why aren't you running up the AI? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Updated the API to handle all symbols in the new CSV format. Change the data structure to match your real CSV format. Da 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 da. All right, let's get it. Fail to get current. Yo, 777, fam. Thank you. Thank you. Much love. Much love. I see you out there. Bro. Thank you. 777. Much love to you. I hope you're doing beautiful. Beautiful. I hope everything is beautiful. Much love. Much love. Grateful to be here. Grateful for another day. Another day. Keep pushing, dude. Keep pushing. Keep attacking. Yes. Every day. Let's go. Let's go. Except, oh, okay. Just keep running up this AI, dude. Failed to get funded data. API ready to rock. Fuck. Woo! This work is so hard. It's so hard. Fuck. I love being a dev in 2025, dude. I love being a dev in 2025. I love it. I love it, dude. I love it. Let's go ahead here and say accept. Let's run it back and let's keep running it back until we get it, dude.
AO Moondev BTC annualized funding rate is 10.9%. ETH annualized funding rate is 10.5%. SOL annualized funding rate is 0.7%.
Almost. Dude, almost. Good job. You killed it, bro. Really great job. Thank you. We almost got it. We almost have it. Shorty, let's get it. Let's always keep going. Let's just always keep swimming, dude. Just keep swimming. That's it. So grateful. So grateful.
AO Moondev BTC annualized funding rate is 10.9%. ETH annualized funding rate is 10.5%. SOL annualized funding rate is minus 0.7%.
See what the data looking like, dude. Can see that we'll need to morph these a little bit. And put them all on one line. So for each time call, we'll just put the BTC, ETH, SOL, WIF, etc. on one line. I also see that it's missing a So good.
AO Moon Dev BTC annualized funding rate is 10.9%. ETH annualized funding rate is 10.5%. SOL annualized funding rate is minus 0.7%.
Looks like we get a bit of a warning here.
Make a choice. Like, you just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. And then from that point, the universe is going to get out your way. It's like it's water. It wants to,
AO Moon Dev
it wants to
BTC
move and
annualized
go
funding
around
rate is
stuff. You know.
10.9%. ETH annualized funding rate is 10.5%. SOL annualized funding rate is negative 0.7%. AO Moon Dev BTC annualized funding rate is 10.9%. ETH annualized funding rate is 10.5%. SOL annualized funding rate is -0.7%. AO Moon Dev BTC annualized funding rate is 10.9%. ETH annualized funding rate is 10.5%. SOL annualized funding rate is -0.7%.
I think this is happening because you're saving the exact API data right away, and we shouldn't save the API data until we make it one line. So the API data comes back as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lines, and we need to convert that to be one line. So before we ever save it to the funding history, or else it makes this all weird dimensions. I'm absolutely right. I'm always absolutely right. I'm not absolutely right always, dude. I'm not, but sometimes I am. So it's fun. It's fun when you're right, dude. But I'm usually wrong. Sabbath, dude. Much love to you. Much love to you. But me, I'm usually wrong. And that's why I just keep going. Dude, I keep taking shots. Pew, 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 pew. That's it. That's the game, dude. That's the game. Just keep going. Keep swimming. Stay alive. Stay off that levee, dude. Please, please, please. All right, let's go ahead and save that. Yeah.
AOMoonDev BTC annualized funding rate is 10.9%. ETH annualized funding rate is 10.5%. So L annualized funding rate is 0.7%.
Okay, so we got all the funding rates, and now it prints out correctly because we updated it. Perfect. So if we look at our funding rate here, should have deleted this. I'm gonna delete it and I'm gonna run it right back because I gotta make sure that the data is coming in perfectly. So let's run it right back here and see if this works.
AOMoonDev BTC annualized funding rate is 10.9%. ETH annualized funding rate is 10.5%. Cecil annualized funding rate is -0.7%.
There we go. Now let's go look at the data here. Data dog. Funding history. Alright, sick, dude. Alright, so I'm gonna get this agent running here. She doesn't really, she's not really agentic yet. Doesn't really do much except gets the data, but I think the data is going to be good for part 2 here. So what I want to do is go to the funding agent. Okay. Copy path. Okay. And then down here, I don't know if you have heard him lately. You haven't heard the big boss dog try to keep me focused because your boy been locked the fuck in. 10 out of 10. Believe you can, and you're halfway there. Keep on focusing. I was a 10 out of 10 focus. I was 8 out of 10 focus. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. Keep pushing. Yes, dude. No speech. 10 out of 10. Concentration is the key to coded success. Stay on target. 3 out of 10. Okay, I got a 3 out of 10 to that. But I got another 9 out of 10. So we crush it. We crush it this morning. We focus, B. We focus. Stay focused. Stay focused. So I'm going to get this new bot up here. Let's say new file CD. And then we're going to say Python and run the funding agent. And how often? Check interval, 5 minutes. Let's do 10 minutes. 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Let's do 10 minutes, and then I'm gonna cook some part 2 here, dude. Cook some part 2 here, dude. Come on, CD, Python, okay. No module, say conda, activate, T-flow, bro. Python, yes. Right it.
AOMoonDev BTC annualized funding rate is 10.9%. ETH annualized funding rate is 10.5%. SOL annualized funding rate is 0.7%.
Beautiful, dude. I already got ideas cooking. I already got ideas cooking, dude. I already got ideas cooking. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's go. Are you locked, bro? You even awake yet? Get up out of bed. Let's go. It's time. It's time, dude. I've made hundreds of thousands of dollars with this trading bot framework, and I'm not only gonna let you steal it, I'm gonna help you master it. In the next 15 days, in the algo trade camp, if you are a crypto trader who is ambitious, committed, and persistent, and you're typically good at what you do, but your trading results are just not where you want them to be, well, here's a quick question for you. How would it feel if you could have a trading bot that traded for you for the rest of your life, with or without you logging into the computer each day? You see, I'm just a regular dude, but for the last few years, I've been using trading bots to manage my admittedly low seven-figure personal portfolio, while others struggle with controlling their emotions, staring at the charts all day. When you meet me at the Algo Trade Camp, I'm going to give you my exact blueprint. Look, we've all seen the countless ads, the cliches, the kids in the rented Lambos telling you how to trade. This isn't that. This is a proven trading bot system backed by real data and thousands of hours of research into automated trading systems. I put this system to the test using it to build a swarm of trading bots to manage my own personal portfolio. While I can't give you a plug and play, set it and forget, and make $1 billion overnight, is, and I use this exact framework to build all of my trading bots. But look, you've seen trading bots in the wild. You've heard of successful algo traders, and you hear of quants that have become wildly successful and make crazy money. So you know it's possible to automate your trading. And you're watching this video right now, so I know you're super smart, because searching for a better, more efficient way to trade, that's just something smart people do. And because you're smart, you also know there's a little something extra. You know there's a little piece of magic mixed in all of. Now I know what it feels like, dude. Not just to not make money trading, but to lose money due to emotions or just my poor human judgment. Everything else I could just work harder at, and I would get better. But for trading, for some reason, I could never get over the emotions. The times where I'd be up all night staring at the charts, just hoping it would go my way, just to fall asleep to a liquidation email when you know you're ambitious and you're extremely persistent, but you just can't figure out the game of trading, and to feel like, dude, I'm never gonna stop trading, but I keep losing. Look, I get that. It's normal for manual traders, hand traders to lose money. Remember, 95% lose. I want to take you from that feeling of losing due to emotions to being a dominant force in the crypto market. I want to help you automate your trading for the rest of your life, so you can build any trading bot that you could ever imagine. I will help you automate your trading only if you are willing to step up, challenge yourself, and take this challenge. And I will help you automate your trading in the next 15 days in the algo trading camp. Here's the big secret you've been waiting for. As an automated trader from home, there's really only 3 things you need to do to be extremely successful. Number 1, you have to build great trading ideas. Build a list of great trading ideas. You then test those ideas to see if they worked in the past. And if they worked in the past, then build a bot with tiny size to make sure they still work in the live market. If you can do all three of those things, it's pretty hard not to make money. In fact, I've never seen anyone who has great trading ideas who tested them constantly and deployed them with tiny size, not have success with algo trading. I just haven't seen it, dude. And here's another fact. One good trading bot can wipe out all bad financial decisions you made in your entire life. And I know this because it happened